가요하니 요하네네 요하네 가요하니 요하네네 요하네
Segue Guego. Akwesasne TV welcomes you to the 2015 election coverage. Today we'll be interviewing Abram Benedict, who will be running for MCA's Grand Chief. Sego Abram.
Sego.
So tell us a little bit about yourself and why you decided to run for Grand Chief.
Well, absolutely. As you mentioned, I'm Abram Benedict. I'm a lifetime resident of Gawanoga. My father is the late Edwin Benedict, and my mother is Elizabeth Betty Phillips Benedict from St. Regis. I'm a young parent. I have a 13-year-old daughter at home. And really, being a young parent in our community and being involved in politics for the last 9 years has been one of the real contributors to why I'm running for the Grand Chief position. I believe that over the last 9 years, as my experience as a Gawanoga District Chief, I've had the opportunity to work with two separate Grand Chiefs. And over the last 9 years, I've seen many strengths and weaknesses that those two community leaders demonstrated. So through that, through my experience and through observation and seeing what the expectation of that position is, has really led me to wanting to run for that position. After much consideration with my family and my daughter, we decided that that is the next step, I believe, in my time as working for the community.
So what is your prior experience with civic or governmental organizations?
Well, as I mentioned, I've been a Gawanoga District Chief for 9 years. I'm currently the major portfolio holder for the Department of Community and Social Services and also Housing. I sit on the Finance Committee and the Executive Committee for the MCA. And prior to that, I also held the Education portfolio. So enough of my experience has been as a District Chief for the Mohawk Council. Prior to that, I was elected as a trustee for the Akwesasne Mohawk Board of Education. I served a 2-year term there. I believe that some of my experience through the MCA, which includes union negotiations, negotiations of cooperative land use agreement with various utilities, numerous meetings that I've been at with government officials from local government to provincial government to federal government, with ministers or deputy ministers and bureaucrats sitting across the table, is really my experience that I have in the government organization per se. I do also sit on a non-charitable status board called the Ontario Association of Children's Aid Society. I'm an Aboriginal rep there for that board, which represents all CASs across Ontario, and my role is to represent the Aboriginal CASs in Ontario. And I guess prior to being elected on council in 2006, my background was mainly in the private sector, business sector. So.
Great. And what do you perceive as the 3 most important concerns in facing Akwesasne?
Well, I believe that job creation is one of the biggest concerns of our community. We have a high unemployment rate, and that to me is concerning. I believe that we need to make meaningful jobs within our community. I think that's something as leadership we owe to the membership. I believe that the creation of jobs instills a sense of belonging and a sense of ownership and is important in individuals, but is important to the building of our community, making our community stronger. I believe that jobs have far more reaching effects than just providing for families. It has larger effects on the community and really increasing our capacity, things like that. And increasing the capacity of the community and really the sense of ownership. So that's really one of the I believe is one of the important issues that is facing our community. And really, I think that ties into economic development as one of the other priorities or important issues facing our community. I believe that in order to create meaningful jobs, we have to have a source of economic development in our community. Honestly, I don't have the single-handed answer to that. I don't think, really anybody does. Anybody that tells you that they do, I don't think is, all entirely being factual on that, because our community is very unique, and there's a number of challenges that we have in order to make this successful. But I do know that we do have an abundance of expertise and experts and experienced people in our community. And I believe that by bringing these people together and seizing upon the experts and the experience in our community, that we can really contribute to an economic engine that we can all be proud of and have contribution to. I think that really leads into another important issue for our community is community involvement and participation. I think that in order to make the economic development successful in our community, to create jobs, we need to have input from the community, and we have to have the mechanism to consult with our community, and also to bring together the experts to make this plan happen. I think that restoring a sense of belonging through consultation and mechanisms to the community is really a key component to ensuring that we have jobs and the economy is moving somewhere and is beneficial to everybody.
What areas of Akwesasne do you think present an opportunity for economic development and revitalization?
Well, I think that I've, through the 3 points that I've outlined, really do attribute to your question. I believe that by creating jobs in a sound economic framework in our community, through the consultation with our community, through input, through feedback, is really where we need to start. Like I said, we have so much resources in our community. There are so many successful business people in our community that can contribute to what the MCA and the community as a whole should be concentrating on and making a priority. I think that it's very important that we reach as far as possible to all of the people sharing that information, engaging that information. I know we have seen in the past where the failure to consult has resulted in some things that were not favorable. So I think we learned from that experience. We learned that we need to do a better job at consulting. And I think in rolling up the economic engine, and creating jobs, will really instill a sense of belonging into our community of these jobs, and our business ventures that we want to do will really jumpstart the economy and address some of these needs.
And so, what do you think is the appropriate approach to doing that?
Well, again, I think that it needs to be start from the ground. It needs to start from the ground up as far as a think tank of community business people, elders and youth, and start looking at what we have here available to us. We are in a real geographic location that can be advantageous, I believe, to our community. And with the wealth and knowledge we have in our community, I think we can come up with something. We have islands, we have the St. Lawrence here. From ecotourism to, maybe the possibility of some sort of industry. But these things have to come from the community, and I believe that leadership should support these means of communicating with the community, and that's where it goes. I really believe that the answer is inside of our community as to what the appropriate approach should be, and that's what I intend to do. So.
Okay, so last question: why do you think residents should vote for you?
I think residents should vote for me because I'm pretty cool. I'm down to earth. Family is very important to me. I'm young and I'm human. I believe that my ability to think outside of the box is a real asset to who I am, and I believe that my experience really contributes to why people should vote for me. I've been a district chief for the last 9 years, and like I said before, I've worked under 2 separate different leaderships, and I've gained a lot of experience from that, whether they were teaching me it or I was just observing it. And I think that's one of the main reasons why I have decided to run for this position, is because from what I've seen over my tenure of being a district chief, I'm committed to my community. And I believe that together we can make a difference, and I think it's time for a fresh perspective.
Yeah, do you have anything else to add?
I would just like to reiterate that in order for any leader to make a difference, is that we need people to come out and vote. It's participation. When people believe that their vote doesn't count, it really does count. And in this case, we need people registered to vote and to come out to vote on June 27th, and I hope that I have their support. So, thank you.
Well, there you have it. Niao goji wasa dilolok na Akwesasne TV. Thank you for watching. I'm Gwasanagohe David from Akwesasne TV.
Yo, honey,